Welcome to the Queens on Decks, where I interview female DJs from around the world. I am Michelle Miller, your host of the Royal Queens Rising podcast. We share our inspiring stories and secrets to our success.
Hi, everybody. Hey. I'm DJ RunDat, the host of the Queens on Deck show, where I interview female DJs from around the world.
And I'm streaming on Facebook. Okay.
Hey, 1 second. We're hearing echoes and all that fun stuff, probably because you're sharing it. Give us a moment as we get ourselves situated here. So I'm going to share this into the DJ group, share to group, DJs. Awesome. Okay. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm Michelle, DJ RunDat, and I am the host of the Queens on Deck online show. Today, I have a special guest, DJ Nickiee. Hey.
Hey, it's been a minute. Thanks for having me.
Yes, my pleasure. Thanks for being back. So let's hear a little bit about your story on how you got started DJing for the people that are new to the show.
Sure. So I've always wanted to be a DJ. I started collecting hip hop music in the 90s, cassette tapes, CDs, and then I went to NYU and all my friends were DJs or worked at the radio station. But at that time, it was like male dominated. There weren't a lot of females. So I was like, okay, maybe I can't do that. So I went ahead and went to law school. And then while I was there, I was like, oh my God, I still want to be a DJ. I was still collecting vinyl. I bought my first pair of turntables, some Stanton belt-driven turntables, which were horrible. And I'm like, ooh, I don't like the way these feel. But eventually, a friend of mine gave me some 1200 techniques in 2007. So I had the opportunity to practice and kind of like learn cue points and how to bring a record back and how one revolution of a record is 4 counts. So I kind of put together the big picture, and I've been DJing ever since.
Oh, I love it. And 90s hip hop is where it's at. Like, I swear, like the throwbacks is what everybody loves nowadays. It's like you can almost never go wrong. And even my 13-year-old daughter, that's what she's been rocking out to lately. So I just think it's so awesome that like what she's listening to was like what I was listening to 20 years ago.
Really? See, I have a 6-year-old, so she likes Lil Nas, and she's not quite there yet, but that's good to know.
Yes. My 7-year-old loves Lil Nas also. Yeah, this week I had the opportunity to DJ and speak for an online teen camp, and I said, does anyone have any questions? And they said, yeah, can you play Old Town Road?
Oh my God, she loves it. She loves all his songs. I'm like, okay, I need more Lil Nas in my crate. That's it.
Yes. So you're a mommy DJ just like me.
Yeah.
So there's some challenges there. So what do you do to find balance between work and mommy life?
Well, I really don't have balance right now. I'm trying to develop it.
I can relate.
So today she asked if I could take Sunday off. So I think I'm going to have Sunday off and work a half day Saturday. But being that I have a lot of obligations during the week, I can't not work. I think during COVID-19, she doesn't understand that mommy's blessed and that most people aren't able to like work from home. But just because I'm home doesn't mean like I do nothing all day. Like I still have to be accountable to work and my goals. But I guess as she gets older, and if she does get a job that's at an office, then she'll understand like mommy was really there all the time. Like, but I don't think she quite understands.
Yeah, I can relate to that because it feels like every time I get on a Zoom or go to do an interview or record something, they need me.
Oh yeah, I was talking to my friend Felicia about that. As soon as I get on the phone, she wants my attention. And I'm like, wow, like you weren't saying anything to me 5 minutes ago. You were watching TikTok. Now all of a sudden I'm on a call and you want all my attention. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, it is a blessing. It's a blessing that we're able to work from home and we are both multi-passionate women. I know you have several businesses, lots of projects. You started out with your own PR company. So how's all that going through COVID?
Good. Actually, I burned the midnight oil March, April, and I'm kind of reaping the benefits of that. So I have enough clients. More people want me to be their publicist, which is a blessing. But again, I had to like stay up all night and like work relentlessly during a very dark time. Did I lose you?
You're here now.
Okay. Um, cool. So I put in that work, and so now I'm reaping the benefits, which is great. Yeah, so of course DJing is slow because we don't have a venue to DJ at, but I've recorded some mixes online. I think a lot of people who hadn't heard me spin were a little bit surprised that I was, at that level. Of course, I still have to work on like my transforming and crab scratching. Can you do that stuff yet?
No.
Okay. So the next task for me is to learn how to like crab and transform, which is like the next level of DJing. But as far as like cutting things up, mixing, you liked one of my mix on Instagram and I was so happy.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, it's like being creative. So I love it, but there's still a lot more practice to do.
Yeah, it's always more to learn. There's so much creativity we can have with DJing, and I think that COVID has allowed us DJs to slow things down and experiment more and get to listen to a lot more DJs that I've never heard. We've been blessed with so many live streams. It's been really cool, and it's been like studying, how the other DJs
Yeah.
play. And I watch some DJs play that are big in the industry, and I watch them jump around from genres and stuff, and I do that too. I joke around that I'm DJ genre jumper, and I'm like, I'm not the only one. It's okay. Like, it's an art form. We're all unique, and yeah, your mix was hot, and you get to mix on online radio, yeah?
Well, actually, no, it's not online radio. It's like radio, like when you're driving in your car radio.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's in South Africa. It'll be once a month. And then I'm looking to get a show here in New York. However, I have not had time to do my proposal. I'm working on helping promote the Essence Festival, which will launch tomorrow. So if you want more information about that, essencefestival.com. So I've been a little bit distracted, plus, motherhood, among other things.
Yeah, I've heard of the Good Hope Radio before. That's awesome. And I know that there's like so much going on in South Africa. I've spoken with a lot of female DJs from over there, and the music scene is just hot, hot, hot. I cannot wait to go there.
Yeah, me too.
It's on my vision
Yeah.
board.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I listened to a mix that I did last year in Good Hope, and I'm like, wow, you really sound like a radio DJ. Sometimes you just don't give yourself enough credit, like for me with DJing, I'm very hard on myself because I want to be perfect at it. And I want to have like the best, scratches, and I want to be technically, superior, but that requires so much practice. And I'm just ready to take it to the next level.
Yay. Yeah, I hear you with perfectionism. And we are our worst critics. And
yeah.
I like to record almost everything I do and listen back. And I'm like, whoa, I actually sound pretty good.
Wow. Well, I had never done that since COVID-19. Maybe I had recorded a couple mixes, but never just like off the cuff, record a mix, post it online. And then just to see the feedback, like one of my favorite producers was like, you got it. Like, you're there. And I'm like, really? And I couldn't believe it. So I feel a lot better now.
Yay, nice. Yeah, I just got invited to join a brand new online radio show station, and I said yes, and I've been invited before, and I said no because I have a lot of projects going on. So I'm wondering, do you have any advice for somebody going into radio for the first time?
You know what? I don't know if I can give you advice because I kind of just did it randomly, but I would say like have your DJ drops like with your name. If you have a complicated name, make sure to have a DJ drop that has like spelled out, and get like other cute drops that you can mix in for the radio. Definitely do like promotion for your mix. Don't rely on the radio station to do that. So like come up with like creative concepts and mixes that you can create, assets that you can post on social media like Instagram or Mixcloud, right?
Yeah.
You could always record your mix and then download it and upload it to SoundCloud or Mixcloud, right? So what other advice? I would say like enjoy what you're doing, play music that you like. And then two, of course, here's my food that I said was gonna come during this interview. New York City life. Ordering out. What other things that have I learned regarding DJing on the radio? Oh, clean records. Don't have dirty versions. Make sure you have the clean version.
That's hard when you're playing dance hall, but I'm not just going to play dance hall. I'm going to play everything.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. So what advice would you have to somebody just starting out DJing?
I definitely think it helps to either have 1200s or a controller. And I would say like learn your records and set up cue points.
Yeah, absolutely.
Preparation's key.
Cue points I even started adding cue points to where I want the track to end or where I want to transition into the next song. I used to not do that, but that's something I started to implement during COVID because I had more time because I wasn't busy preparing for a ton of gigs. And, every gig's always so different. So there takes a lot of hours to prepare the music for all the different weddings and school dances and community events. So a lot of time goes into prepping the music. So yeah, cue points definitely are important.
Yeah, and know your records. Like certain times you don't have to like mix in during the hook. You can mix in after a word, that's a cool transition. So just really knowing your record, the structure of your records, and just knowing when to creatively drop the next song.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I have a question. How did you get hooked up with radio in South Africa? That's pretty awesome.
Facebook, a friend from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, networking online has been amazing. We were talking before the interview. You weren't sure how I found you, and I was like, I don't know what platform it was, but one of them, probably Instagram. So yeah, it's been amazing networking virtually with all the DJs. That's what this show's all about, getting to know.
I know, I love it.
It's fun. It's fun to chit chat.
I just wish I wasn't always so busy and all over the place. Like literally, like Essence Fest launches tomorrow. I created a graphic for a mix that I need to record, but thank God I learned how to record using Serato. I had never done that. Actually, can you teach me how to convert an AIF into an MP4?
Ooh, I'll ask somebody. I'll let you know. I don't.
Oh, you don't. So you don't record in Serato?
I do, but I think if you just pull it into iTunes, I think you might be able to save it as a different type of file.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, during COVID, I've totally been experimenting. I'm like, AIF, what is this?
Yeah.
But too busy to have figured out how to convert it, but I'm going to do that tonight.
Yeah, so I'm not the most technical person, but I've made friends with lots of people that are, because that's important when you're a DJ, is to have someone you could call and say, help, my song is playing backwards. What's the shortcut? It's like Control R or something like, I have it in my notes somewhere on my computer because that kept happening to me. You accidentally hit the wrong button and then the song starts playing backwards. And so yeah, I'll reach out to somebody and ask for you.
Yeah, and I just kind of wanted to show some new gadgets that I have. Are you familiar with Phase?
No.
So during COVID, I've been buying a lot of DJ equipment. So my daughter broke my tone arm on my turntables, and as you know, everything's closed. So where do I get my turntables fixed, right? So a friend of mine told me that this is kind of like acts as your tone arm on your turntable. So you no longer need the tone arms. You can just use this device. It's called Phase.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that amazing?
That's crazy. Yeah. Love it.
Let me just show you. This is how they are. You put these on your records on your turntable. Whoa. And yeah.
That's cool.
My little one has woken up.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Time
to go back to being moms.
Yeah. I hear whining.
Thanks for being on the show again, and we'll definitely have you back. And I'm so excited for all your projects coming up, and I look forward to hearing your mix that you're going to have on Hope Radio.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you a copy of it.
Okay, sounds awesome.
Go to my website to claim your free gift, a digital copy of my best-selling book, How to Start a DJ Business. www.djrundat.com. Follow me on all social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at DJ RunDat. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. To learn how you can book me or work with me, go to my website or email me at michelle@djrundat.com.